topics, make new best friends. So grab a seat, get ready to
How many
go.
versions of this stuff we got?
Podcast show.
Look, every time I get the rhythm of one, you can put another one up there.
We'll discuss the latest trends and news. Laugh and debate, leave your feels.
That Boys and Men singing this one.
Man as your host, we'll keep the energy high. Putting tunes and stories that will touch the sky.
Oh, I got slow ones, fast ones, I got sideways ones, depending on whatever the show is.
Right.
I even got slave music ones.
He does. He has one that sounds like a slave.
Yeah, if y'all give me a sad night and y'all do y'all thing. I should have did it last week when you killed JT. I should have. I mean, when you did your counseling last week. Should have put slave music out. But hey,
Got the camera too close to your face. Back it up a little bit.
we got a decent show tonight. Y'all like, subscribe, and share. We got an okay show. It should be pretty good. I think it's pretty much what it's a little bit what you was talking about earlier, Mr. Davis. Well, no, you wasn't really talking about this, but it was close to it.
What you say,
You know
man?
what? I said it's a little bit about what you was talking about, but then I thought about what I just said. No, I don't think it is. But I didn't even write down questions for this because I think we can do this without even any questions. I'm gonna pop it on. We'll get right into it. Let's see what we got here. For the people out there, this can be yours. This might be some of y'all that's out there now. Let's see what we got here.
I'm sorry, but my son will not be dating a black girl. He will not. The pure level of disgust that I saw in these black girls that you independent queens are raising is purely disgusting and disturbing.
River TV. What's up, guys? It's your girl Riva, and I'm back again with another video. So this woman has actually gone viral on several different platforms, TikTok, Instagram, all over social media, for the statement that she made as a black woman, saying that her son will not be dating any black girls. So I'm going to go ahead and press play, pause, play, then give you guys my thoughts, my feelings, and my opinion on this entire situation.
I'm sorry, but my son will not be dating a black girl. He will not. Because yesterday we went to Six Flags, and when I tell you the pure level of disgust that I saw in these black girls that you independent queens are raising is purely disgusting and disturbing.
Hold on now. Hold on now. We don't even have to move this any further. I could see why this is going viral. I could see why the people in her comment section are outraged because she's calling them independent queens and, you know, how disgusted she is. I can already see why this has gone downhill so fast.
I literally left early because my kids was looking like, what the hell is going on? And this is in the Bay Area, California. These girls, all of them, unsupervised, in packs, unsupervised. No supervision, just running amok in the theme park. Multiple fights break out, multiple. And I'm just like, okay, the police had to start patrolling the park because these little couldn't keep their hands to themselves. One little about 12 years old talking about some, oh, Jeremy, his small anyway, don't want to meet me. What do you mean it's small anyway? Girl, you are 12 to 13 years old. And then these other girls like, oh, boo, boo, boo. And these dudes are like, y'all are hella chopped. Y'all are hella, it wasn't even the black boys. It was the girls. The girls was fighting multiple fights. Parking lot shut down for them little motherfuckers fighting. And then this white lady asked her not to talk like that. Her and her friends trying to fight the white lady. I'm like, just no self-respect, no home training. And I see why. And I seen a lot of, when I seen the black boys with the white girls coupled up, looking cute. I seen the Mexican kids. I seen the Asian. Only ones outside acting a ass was the black girls. And I'm specifically saying black girls. There was no black boys acting the ass. It was the black girl. Oh, that bumped into me. You are 16 years old. Calm down.
Here's the thing, right?
Well. What y'all think? Jazzy, you got two boys over there.
Give me 1 second. I gotta lie. Cause I always talk about this with y'all. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, go ahead. Take your time. Mr.
You
Davis.
fucking let me warm up.
Mr. Davis, what you think about this, man?
First of all,
This lady said she.
this is the problem, though. I totally agree with everything she said. But when you find a black woman that can describe black girls' behavior, understanding the content, understanding as to what looks bad, I mean, that bitch was a part of that too. She just changed her life. You understand what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, they can change and become something. But
we can't say she was.
But to be, you can listen to her conversation, motherfucker. If you can sit there.
I mean, for internet purposes, we gotta assume that.
No, you gotta assume, because one more time we had the conversation today that I pay attention to human behavior, and sometimes it's the shit that they don't say that this just like me.
I'm just saying.
If I don't know, like I ain't on Instagram or nothing, so I don't even know how to get on it. So if I know the lingo and the verbiage, you understand what I'm saying? Then I mean I didn't been around it myself. So if you usually when you hear uppity black women talk, that means they were raised a little sedity. But this chick that's talking got some urban in her, brother. So if she got some,
so you saying she probably was a cause to the problem? Or
no, I'm saying she was just like those little girls when she was coming up. The problem is she got a break in life, moved her kids out to the suburbs, like we talked today. Now you can raise these suburban kids, so now all of a sudden you judging all the other kids' behavior, because bottom line ain't where you're from, is where you at. So at the end of the day, she probably looked at those black kids, those black girls at the park, don't know what they where they live in situated, don't know how they grew up, don't know none of that shit. You understand what I'm saying?
I mean, do that even matter? I mean, because you're supposed to conduct yourself out in public in a certain way, no matter where you from.
And we go sit on this motherfucker and act like kids do that now. I'm talking about boys and girls.
So that's my point. So you talking about that lady, that she probably was like that as well. I mean, like you said, today's price ain't yesterday's price. So she might not, because she come from a different era where she might have had a little moral, values. I don't know.
And one more time, you could tell once she got to be an adult, her value system changed. You understand what I'm saying? Because you can listen to, if you grew up in the suburb, and we talked about that, it's the difference between being a kid that's born in the suburbs and being a kid that's raised and then moved to the suburbs. It's a difference. She reminds me of a kid that moved to the suburbs. You see what I'm saying? Because she understands the inner city lingo. She understands the way these kids move. You understand what I'm saying? So if you can understand the way they move, that means you have been a part of that product. You have been involved in that. When you have certain kids, when you sit there and say, my kids will never date a black girl, that means all that motherfucker around is white girls.
Okay, hold that right there. Jazz. Dylan.
Yes.
What's your other son's name again?
Dylan and David. Dylan and David.
Dylan and David. Are they going to be able?
They start with D's.
What you say?
Go ahead.
And they think it's a coincidence they names start with D's.
It does.
Don't worry about mine too. It'll hit you in a minute.
You know what?
Hey, is Dylan and David, is they only going to be prescribed to black women or I mean, because this young lady, as you see in the video, said her sons was.
I wouldn't say that.
Based on how these young girls act now, she said no.
I wouldn't say that. I would say that I tell them to pick girls as long as they are part of the minority groups.
Okay.
Well, shit, that's about to be white women. That's about to be white women.
Well, right now it ain't. Not today, it ain't. Not yet. But as long as they're part of minority groups, I don't mind. I don't care. Okay. But it's a lot of little girls like that. I see them, and you can tell the ones that are like that. They're usually the girls who come from, like Mr. David said, they come because I'm in suburbs. They come from city schools, and then they move to the suburbs, and then they bring that, and then the girls that are from the suburbs want to fit into their group because they're saw as cool. They know more, they fast, they having sex early. Now the girls in the suburbs act like that, but once they get home, they straighten up. Or they get around certain people, they straighten up. Like my son homecoming weekend, one of the little girls, Sydney, she like was the sweetest little girl ever, the sweetest since I've known her for like 5, 6 years now, right? And she was with some other little young YG young girl, like they call them YNs, the YGs. And we seen her at the mall, and she did this to Dylan. I was like,
oh wow!
and I was so shocked. I have
Right
never
in front of
seen her
you.
like that.
Right
But
in
she
front of
didn't realize that it was me standing next to Dylan, and my mom was behind Dylan.
you.
And Dylan was like, "See, there goes Sydney, ma. That she ain't little sweet Sydney no more, is she?" See, Dylan thought it was funny because I was just like, "Oh my god." And then she was like, "Oh my God, Miss Caldwell, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I'm so sorry. Dylan, I'm so sorry." And she's like, "Is Dylan going to homecoming?" Like her posture, everything changed. But the girl she was with was looking at her like, because you can tell I'm one of the girls that lived in the hood that moved to the suburbs. I'm one of them girls, so I can see the difference.
But you don't
You
act like
trying
that, though. You didn't act like that.
But at the
like
time,
what?
she probably did.
Oh no! I was gonna get a whooping. I was scared.
But to know you
Yeah,
was getting a
I was.
whooping mean, you know what I'm saying? You have
If
to.
I acted a fool and I got caught, oh, I was gonna get in trouble. Now I didn't have a smart mouth. I didn't do extra. I wasn't naked. Now I did do a lot of different things I probably wasn't supposed to be doing, but I can identify and I can
You didn't
communicate with my
disrespect a
kids.
lot of adults in public, like these young
Oh, I
ladies.
don't disrespect the adults. Period.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what.
Oh, no, no.
But this is the thing that's so funny to me sometimes. People act like this is new. Dog, when we was
It
kids,
ain't new. It ain't new.
it was the young girls. All the boys want to do is play football in the street. It's the girls
Right.
that invented go get it. I'm talking about all we want to do is sit at somebody's house and play PlayStation all day. That's what the girls say. You'd rather sit up
No,
under some niggas and play a video game all day than be over here with me.
but when
It
it was
ain't you
my
saying
generation, But then when it was
uh-uh.
my generation, it wasn't the girls. It was the boys.
Give me
When
an
it was my
example.
generation.
That's
Give me
right.
an example.
For example, I grew up as a preacher's kid. I'm just be honest, and I'm from up the way, Harvard. That's where I'm from. So a lot of the times we wasn't doing a lot. So people like say the boys in our area, our neighborhood. I went to Elliott. They was either fight had two girls fighting each other because they was dating two girls. So if I wasn't having sex with a boy when I was in 6th, 7th grade, they'll find somebody else and have sex with them, or be my friend wouldn't have sex. How they can talk them into doing it, but it
Yep.
was more so a boy had to talk you into having sex with him. He
That
had to
no,
make you
see,
feel.
that's the funny
Now,
part.
I'm telling you,
No, but
that's
I'm
what
giving
I
you. But
experienced.
I'm giving you. That's the funny part. They had to talk you into it. That's the thing. A lot of girls, especially in the inner city, we talk about junior high school and shit like that. A lot of girls watch their mothers. They realize this is where the
I
behavior come
wasn't
from,
getting that
brother.
with
This is where the
pastor wasn't
behavior
about to
come
beat
from,
me.
dog. If you live in a house and your mother got 3
Talking
boyfriends
mama.
in a year, you understand what I'm saying? These girls are. It's mothers that teach these girls that their
We're gonna get
body,
your head cut off now.
that their bodies are the most important things that they have.
Mm.
You see that they ain't going to school. Education don't nobody
Second
praise that
nature.
shit no more.
Mm-hmm.
They praise makeup. They praise
Mm.
wearing no fucking clothes. I'm talking about what do you expect when nowadays they naked.
So
They
hey, Mr. Davis, let me ask you this. So what do you think that particular breakdown is at in the black home that these
the
young girls?
particular breakdown is because there's no father.
Okay.
There's no father there. Go ahead.
At my son's school, at my son's school is these two sisters, right? Their father is the coach of the basketball team, and their mama is home with them as well. She's very professional. These little girls come to school butt whole naked. I asked the principal. The one girl is that's a big bitch. That's bigger than me. That's a big BW. She had on a crop top and some little shorts. Stomach. I said, what the hell going on? I'm taking them to school. I'm looking like y'all letting her in like that. Then the other sister had some booty shorts on with a
Right.
short. And then come to find out, I find out the next week, oh, them the coach's kids. And
Mm.
and he worked there at the school.
Yeah, but
Them
wait,
kids be
wait.
naked.
But see, sometimes you gotta understand. Did the coach make them kids, or he was married into them kids? I'm talking about
No,
something.
them his kids. Them his kids.
Okay, but and that's the whole thing. Let's give you an example. My daughter, and this is funny. She'll be mad if I tell you, but anyway, one day she called me to come take her somewhere. Nigga, my daughter come out and she got a decent body. Come out the door, crop top all, little shorts, nigga, got in the car with me. I turned right around, was like, "Who the fuck you think you riding with?"
You
Like
said
going out.
you.
I'm talking about. By the time she came back out there, she was crying because I talked to her so bad. You ain't riding, nigga. I'm not trying to sleep with you. Go put some motherfucking clothes on. But that you have to. It's so crazy that the society has made these girls feel like their bodies don't. It's an object.
Yeah.
It's your selling point.
And another thing to that, what you think? I think, like you say, society has gotten numb to this. They're numb.
No, they ain't.
You don't
No,
think
they
they
ain't.
numb? You don't think so? Go ahead, explain yourself.
I know they know, but go ahead.
Because baby, I was at the grocery store, and it was raining like a mug on Sunday. We had to think at the church. Had my church clothes on, walking in there trying to with my boot, because I got a boot on my foot. Walking in there trying to get help. These girls is butt naked, booty shorts on, and sandals with tiny hoodies on with their stomach showing, running, and it's like 4, 5 of them. And then you walking through the store, they got ones with bonnets and stuff. Everybody looking at them like they're crazy. Girl, it is a windstorm outside. It is a rain. Why don't you have no clothes on?
Yeah, but they're gonna think, and this is the part that hurt me. The ones that wear it is the ones that don't even need to have the shit on. That's the first part. The ones that wear crop tops, they also don't need to be showing their stomach. But that's the point when we say they numb to it. Yeah, we look at it.
But it's the thing. No, the people who wear it, when you look at them, they cover up, they hover like this. Then they're putting their clothes down. They're trying to
yeah, but they
they're
don't stop them
constantly
from putting
when
that
they
shit
see
on the
people
mall.
looking at them.
And they understand. But see, they understand that some of this shit they shouldn't be wearing. But then
They put it on.
But they put it on for the attention that it brings, whether good or bad attention.
Who's buying this stuff? Who's buying them for?
Nigga, that's how they're selling it in the stores.
No, I said who's buying it for?
I'm talking about their parents. No, you can go shopping for a newborn and they got crop tops. They got things to do.
Somebody got.
But everything they buying is fitted, nigga. Everything is tight.
And the parents is.
That's true.
But hold up, so I was at the football game a couple weeks ago. It was a parent behind me. Her daughter was black. She was real slim, petite, but she was with one of them other. And the little girl walked up, had a crop top on, boobs out. She had a crop top. She had a sports bra on, and with a hoodie and some real tight leggings, and them had the thing ripped pulled all the way down, boobs everywhere showing. Her daughter had a crop top on and some real slim skin tight stuff too. And I'm just looking at her, looking at them, the black lady. She like, well, they was getting ready for homecoming. I was like, well, you got to get your hair done for homecoming. And the girl was, I was about to say, and she like, well, I can come over and I'm getting my hair done too. She's like, well, you got to get your lashes done in the morning and your nails and this. I'm like, oh, what grade y'all in? They're like 10th grade. Why you need flyaways in the 10th grade? Why is your boobs out? Why is this little girl walking around this football
So when you
thing
sit there and
with
say
her
who's
boobs
buying
out
this
and
stuff,
all these grown fathers out here, these parents is buying this stuff, and the black mama was okay. She was okay with everything that was going on.
Because a lot of these black mothers live through their kids, man. They live through their kids. My daughter got this banging body, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put these clothes on. The body. This is the problem. The body has value because it's something good to look at. The object of what the focal point and the goal is to make people want them. And they don't realize, nigga, we like looking at this shit. We like playing with it, but we don't want to keep it.
But my thing is, what are you really getting?
What they getting? Free meals, special attention, a couple drinks at the spot. You know what I'm saying? The problem is when you don't have nothing, bro. Anything is something.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And you're talking about kids from the inner city that's all they have is their looks. And people have told them You know, you beautiful, you cute, you
Yeah.
fine, you this, you that. And over the years, so now when you look at the website, it wouldn't be a fans only fan if that shit wasn't attractive to us. The problem is, motherfuckers don't realize don't nobody want it.
Hey, so let me get back on track here. So how do you actually feel about what the young lady was saying about her son? She will not. She don't want her. How do you feel about what she said about not dating a young black girl?
What the problem with that shit is
Nothing
this.
about it.
It ain't her
I'm,
motherfucking choice.
It ain't.
And that's the
Cause
part
he
that's
gonna
gonna hurt her
and the
feelings
more
more
she
than
say
anything in
that,
the world.
and the more she say that's what he gonna
The
do.
one he go run to. That's right. Whatever your problem is, what they gonna grab, what they gonna bring to your doorstep.
so let me ask y'all this. So with the way you know, I mean, yes, you just said you ran into some young girls and you see the girl, and I'm sure Mr. Davis do, and I do too. With us really knowing how these young girls are acting, I mean, if you had a son, what you do, Jay? I mean, do you really want them to deal with these young? I mean,
But
black.
that was the
I ain't saying they
conversation.
shouldn't. I'm just asking the
No,
question.
that was the conversation what we had a couple of weeks ago. No, but the thing is, you got to educate your son.
Yeah, you do.
And look, this is the type of woman that you want. Let's see, what do you ask that dude? What do you want?
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? You just want a whole bunch of bras on your roster, or you want equality, and
Because
then you teach
yeah, go ahead.
and you teach them what quantity and quality is first.
There you go.
But then
Because I do
most
believe that.
importantly, you teach them how to respect the self.
Yeah, because I do believe that it's not all young black girls that act like that. It's not
No,
all. Yeah, I mean, because
No,
people would categorize everybody in one
because the
thing.
percentage is high.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So they'll be like, all of them like
When
that.
you over 75%, bro, you might well just throw them all in that motherfucker.
Just pour all the rest of them in the bucket. Just put them all.
But this is the sad part about it. White girls is just as ratchet, bro.
They even
And they worse
They break
because they
stuff.
feel
They
entitled.
break stuff. They do stuff.
But they do shit in their
call
parents'
police.
house, nigga. They have fucking pool parties when they mom and them going out of town. They do worse shit because they have more shit to do it with.
Mm-hmm.
Example, and this gonna sound crazy. I ain't gonna throw no names. I'm just gonna put it out there. At the white high schools, and you do have the black girls that go there, and it's only a few because it's in the suburb.
Right.
That black girl goes through so much shit trying to fit in that she'll turn herself into the slut.
Right.
You understand? No. You ask that boy, why you ain't dating that cute girl right there?
Yeah.
Should have slept with 10 niggas trying to impress these hoes.
Yeah.
These other people. You understand what I'm saying? Trying to fit in when we done put them in a situation that they don't know how to fit in.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Unless they were born in the suburbs, we will never truly understand how much shit they catch at school. Because
so you saying that the young Caucasian young ladies, they're just as bad as the black.
They worse.
Okay, so I'm saying so you're saying that just the young black ladies, their stuff is just more highlighted than theirs because they do the same thing. You're saying.
Well, some of our upbringing come with trauma. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? It come with ass whoopings. It come with fathers leaving. It come with domestic violence. A lot of that shit comes from the person that raised you. Okay. If you're not raised with a solid foundation, and you're not kept away from the bullshit will come to you. Right. And nowadays you have a lot of single mothers where, they argue. They're going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? They bringing guys in the home. These kids building relationships with these guys. Then they say, fuck it, I don't want the guy no more. I'm talking about in the inner city comes a lot of inner city problems. And it don't just fall on the parents. The kids feel it too. When you look at the suburb, the entitlement of what they have. You understand what I'm saying? This is my opinion about moving in the suburbs. Mm-hmm. We just like we told you earlier, moving in the suburbs, you use that excuse. I want to give my kid a quality education. No, you want this big ass house. You want to get in this rat race with everybody else. But at the end of the day, you sacrifice your kid. Because one more time, you're doing the same thing the white people doing. You're throwing money at the kid instead of raising the kid. You understand what I'm saying? When you look at the suburbs, every kid look to get their first car at 16. Mm-hmm. You look at the hood, motherfucker get his first car when he's stealing. That's all I'm gonna tell you. So let's keep it real. The expectations are different. You understand what I'm saying? You have entitlement where these kids know that if I don't be shit, I can work in my dad's spot. You understand what I'm saying?
But it's all about the white kids.
White kid.
Okay, got you. Okay, go ahead.
But it's all about the white parent and the black parent. We don't none of them have time to raise the kid. The difference is the white people can pay a nanny to make sure the kid is properly taken care of.
And the black people just trying to survive.
Put you over your auntie house, nigga, where they selling dope and babysitting out the house and doing all kind of shit. Black kids see too much, man.
Yeah,
we exposed to too much early.
Which is it's all on purpose too, but
almost it's all by design. It's all by design. The problem is, like I say, this is the problem for me. I can understand a kid stealing. You know what I'm saying? I can understand a kid lying. You understand? Because that's the shit they do in the hood. I can't understand motherfucker smoking meth. I can't understand. You know what I'm saying? These niggas smoking crack at 12 years old. These motherfuckers with drinking problems because there's a whole bunch of hard alcohol in the crib. These kids developing pure problems. See, them ain't black kids' problems.
You're right.
So when my son come to me and he say, I'm heartbroken, you know, my feelings hurt because I can't get this $1,000 bike because all my friends got. What the fuck is you talking about? That ain't no problem.
So what you think, Jazz? What you think about that? What you about to say?
I said what I said. He gonna go. Her kid is gonna go to a black woman just because she doesn't want him to. See, this is my methodology. Okay. What I don't like, my son do. So I do like. I actually like what I don't like, so that he do what I don't like. Stupid.
Oh, reverse psychology.
You get what I'm saying? If I like the girl,
she'll lose
anyway.
Exactly.
That's what you do.
Jazz gonna lose too. They all lose. They always gonna like. Look, that mama can't stand. That mama done read this bitch, and that bitch
That's
read
what I'm
her
saying.
son. That bitch done read the book on her son.
That's what I'm saying to you. You're not listening. The ones that I do like, I'm going to dislike.
Right.
So he can be with that one. The one that's the right one, I'm not gonna like the bitch. Because I want him to be with her.
And
you
then
understand?
And then he go marry the one she don't like and say, well, Ma, I thought you didn't like this one, so
I brought this one on.
It's what I told you earlier. Kids ain't never satisfied. You give them too much, they gonna say, why we got so much? You don't give them shit, we ain't got nothing. So I'm telling you can try to outthink these motherfuckers if you want to.
Yeah. Exactly. These kids, they got too many options.
Dog, we have. Let me show you what we went crazy.
Like Dylan 14, like I can't wait till I get my car. Dylan 14, he keeps talking. I can't wait till I get.
He can't wait till he gets his car.
Baby, I got 2 years to get you a car. If you don't get on my face.
Yes. He can't wait till he's got. Is he
but
waiting
let me ask you this. I'm asking all three of us. All three of us on here.
They go with it. Is he waiting for a tire flat or a tire ride? Is he waiting for an engine function?
The question is this. How many of us on here, even when you had to pass it for the daddy growing up, at what age did you think your car was coming?
Yeah, right. Oh, man, they told me.
I never thought I was in a car.
What age was you?
Well, no, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Whoa. Who, me?
Yeah, go ahead. What age did you think your car was coming?
You talking about me? Oh, maybe like I was like 17 or 18. I thought I was getting one, but my daddy played me. He bought his girlfriend a car.
Oh,
okay. What about you, dog? What age you thought you was getting one?
Yeah, they told me. They said they wouldn't buy me when they want Saturday, but I gotta get it.
Well, let me go get to you the real. My mama didn't even drive, so I knew I wasn't getting no motherfucking car.
Yeah, you was RTA.
Right, so nigga, it was. I told him, nigga, first car I drove, nigga, it was somebody else with the screwdriver, nigga. It is what it is. So, like I say, it's the entitlement because they living around kids that at 16, nigga, they getting cars.
Okay, so let me ask y'all this then. So, do you think parents of today are being more friends with their kids than they are being parents? I'm saying that to say. Because the young lady in the video was talking about how the kids was talking around grown-ups. And the white woman asked them, hey, could you please stop talking like that? And then they wanted to fight her. Where is they getting this from? Where the authority that they're
they mama.
Where's this coming from?
They mama and they daddies.
So you think parents are being too friend. They being friends with them too much, opposed to being parents.
No, I believe just like we said earlier, they're so out of touch because everybody else raises your kid while you work your ass off, bro.
So who's out of touch, the parents or the kids?
Huh?
Who's more out of touch, the parents?
The parents are out of touch.
Okay.
Because think about it. If you got a nanny, if you got the kids over your sister's house or they over your grandmother's house or they anywhere other than being with you because you at work. Mm-hmm. So then when you come home, they're not respecting you because you're not the parent. I'm going to show you an example of what I mean when I say that. That's like, Jazz, you having a baby. And then instead of Jazz raising the baby, Jazz send the baby to her mother.
Look at that baby.
Wait. No, because listen to me. The mother can get her to school on time. Jazz got to work. Just hear me out. So that anyway, the mother in a better district for a school, you know what I'm saying? All of this. The mother got better resources. So you say, okay, go stay with your mother, your grandmother, and then let your grandmother, and I'm still your mother. You see what I'm saying? When that transition happens, that child just went from being your daughter to your sister. See, as long as a kid, as long as a kid know that you have somebody,
I agree.
That you have somebody to answer to, and that's the same person they have to answer to, then the mother just got faded out. So when you look at it and say, how are they their friends?
Me and my mother and my grandmother are like that.
And that's what I'm saying. But now you know that you ain't gonna just disrespect your mother. But watch this. But you don't have a problem with disagreeing with your mom. You see what I'm saying? Now, growing up in the household with your mother running the show, nigga, disagreement, you ain't had that. You ain't had too much of that. But now, when you look at the fact to say, Big Mama is Mama. See, when kids can tell the decision, this is like anything. As long as I can go over your head, me and you on the same level. You understand what I'm saying? When you don't feed me, you don't clothe me, I live in somebody else's house, then how can you tell me what to do?
Even though that's your biological parent.
Yeah, but when kids look at that shit, and this is the worst thing that happens in black families, the shit that your family say behind your back. You understand what I'm saying?
What do you mean by that?
Oh shit! She knew she didn't want you over there because she rather have that man.
But
she rather have that man over there than have you at home. I'm talking about because
it don't work like that.
Man, come on, man. You know, anytime your family member do something for you,
yes, it do.
Don't talk about your ass. They do something for you. They feel like they the ones to criticize you because they doing it. Wow. And they light your ass up, nigga. So don't do that.
So when my mother didn't give my grandmother money, even though my grandmother had a husband, or she wanted my mama to give her some of her food stamps and she couldn't afford it, my grandmother would talk about my mother to me in front of me. She over there with him, he probably hitting her side. My mother's husband did beat her. We all know that. Everybody knew he hit her. Everybody knew they hit each other. We all knew that. But she would bring it up when she got mad at her.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Or when my mother didn't do something she wanted her to do.
And all that is planting a seed. So the next time real shit, Jazz really get mad and mama really do some shit she don't like, then now you know you have the ammunition that everybody else got. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And we don't hold back. Yeah. Because the first mentality you get, she gave me away. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody around you makes it seem like she gave you away for this nigga. So now you don't like the man. You mad at mama. And that is the psychological trauma.
But sometimes that do be the case, because that really was the case.
No, I get it. No, it's always a reason that really they don't want to go through the fire. It's always a reason that they end up with grandma. Mm-hmm. Because the main reason is just this. Just because a person have a baby don't mean they want that baby. Just because they get pregnant don't mean they want that baby. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times you realize that the women had the baby for this one reason, to keep the dude. When they found out the dude wasn't staying just because they had a baby, now their interest was gone. Just like you said earlier, they ain't baby dolls. So once the dress up part is gone, and them Jordans start costing $80 to $90, and them little polo shirts you was getting for $15, $20, about $45, $50, you can tell with the kid. You watch the kid when he first come out, he got everything. He's sharp as hell. By the time he get to kindergarten, he fucked. Because he wearing the same shit that he been had, because you can't maintain it. It's like starting a lifestyle of dress me up, but you can't maintain it because you didn't have the funds in the first place. Right. It's easy to dress a newborn. Put them on something new.
Well, wow, that's pretty good, because you lead me to my next question. Here go the $1 million question I've been asking for the last 2 weeks, and this is out in public. So let's just do it on the podcast. Because I know y'all can answer. I got two of the smartest people in the world on here?
Stop that gaslighting shit, man. They told me the definition of that shit. That's what you do. I just figured it out. My old lady told me it was gaslighting. I already know you. You
Watch this.
GL down,
So
nigga. That's all it is.
Everything you just said, everything Jazz just said, and what this topic is on tonight, where do you see these kids in the next 20 years? With the way they acting, everything we got, what do y'all see?
Shit, we had the same conversation we had earlier. Jail.
That's the only place you see them.
Listen to what I'm saying. Watch this. I told you earlier. The National Guard ain't just being placed in these
Them
cities
girls
for
going to
Mexicans.
jail.
They hear all these
Why you
people
say
talking
that,
about what
Jay?
they gonna do if they don't get their food stamps. They know all the shit that these people gonna do when they don't get their Medicaid. They know all the shit that these people gonna do when they don't get their Section 8. Nigga, they gonna crash out and these people gonna be here to lock their asses up. See, they know what they're doing with the Mexicans. They gonna send the Mexicans back. But what they doing with the black people, they gonna lock their ass up. Just like you hear all these black people say, I ain't gonna do no Mexican job. I ain't picking no labor. You finna do it for free. Gonna be mental slavery, nigga, and everybody sitting there talking about they ain't got enough National Guard. They've been building jails since I started teaching. So they've been making space. Y'all motherfuckers ain't paying attention. And every part of this dude's plan is going to work. You cut out segregation, so now affirmative action. So now you don't have to hire a motherfucker just because they black to meet a quota. So just like I said, all them black jobs that they fired them black women, they go replace them with non-qualified white women or white people. Which means
What you talking about? You talking about the
like Arnold. What are you talking about, Willie?
Are you talking about oh my God, what act was that? Did they do it away with? Inclusion and diversity?
Yeah.
The inclusion and diversity. A lot of white women was put under that act. A lot of black people don't work in inclusion.
No. Listen to what I'm. But wait. But I'm talking about the affirmative action part where they would send a business that they had to have a certain quota of black people to work in this company for them to give grants and shit like that. Now they didn't cut that out. You can have a whole business solely with all black white people, and it's not against the law anymore. So all of those jobs, them cushion jobs that them black women had, staying at home, them $100,000 jobs where they was just answering phones, they finna get that shit to these white women. Just so like right now, you're finding out right now, half of Trump's cabinet is appointed, and ain't none of them qualified for the job.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So we understand this. If you go to your job for 2 weeks, 90% of that shit is on the job training. It ain't nothing but repetition. So you can teach a monkey to do the average person's job. All you got to do is have somebody oversee them. Because it's repetition and consistency. It's the same thing you're doing over and over again. So eventually motherfuckers gonna know how to do it in their sleep. So bottom line is, they sending the Mexican home and they finna lock our asses up.
So this is the next 20 years, you see?
I think it's gonna be worse, dog. It's when you start fucking with education, then now you're playing with ignorance. And they're showing you on the internet what they're telling you what they're gonna do until a certain percentage of the motherfuckers do it, and they start flipping that. But because you're not listening, you listening to people that they done gave these motherfuckers free will for 30 years, 30 to 40 years. And if you giving somebody something for 30, because people have made welfare and SNAP a generational thing.
Oh, absolutely.
So now you listen to people that feel like you owe me some shit. You understand when you putting these things on and people talking about who will take care of my kids? They dead serious. My kids, all of this shit. So once they start going to jail, and watch. These people are not putting the National Guard in these cities just for roundups, brother.
Okay, hold on. Jazz, give me what you think. What do you see in the next 20 years? What do you think? What we dealing with right now?
These little heifers is going to jail.
Why you say that? Give me a reason why they going.
These little heifers is going to jail. Have you seen these heifers?
Try to stay away from them, but go ahead.
Just like the video say, they worse than the dudes.
Yeah, she said it.
Have you seen these videos of these women beating on men, hitting them, breaking their stuff, throwing stuff at them, faking like the dude didn't beat them up? They cheating on the dudes and get mad. They get caught cheating and start breaking the boys' stuff. They is going to jail. Lock these hoes up.
Dog, a lot of these dudes raising their daughters like men, dog. When you sitting there, got your daughter playing football, basketball, and all, there's no femininity. So when the women grow up and they done dated some of the worst niggas are the worst. And then guess what? Your son don't even compete. They see, one more time, we set an example. Certain women can sense weak ass niggas.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of and just like we talked about earlier, a lot of women in this generation.
Why she laughing? Why is
Because you know I ain't lying. A lot of women in this generation, they date and they do everything for money. None of this shit is done for love. You still have some of these dumb clouded ass niggas think they go get a woman for love.
Well, I mean, you got to, well, going back to what you just talking about, if 86% of the households is headed by women, how you think these guys gonna turn out?
Fucked up. Doc, I keep saying it. The black women are raising boys that they wouldn't date.
That's right. So look, think about this. So what's left for women who really want a manly type?
That's a lie. I'm raising them to be.
You raising them what?
Listen, I'm raising to be manly. When I buy stuff and I need it put together, I tell them I'm about to go to the store. I'll be gone for 2 hours. I need you to read them directions and figure out how to put that together. When I come back, it be built. I give him a time frame. I give him a little task, all these tasks to do things. I say, you need to learn how to do this. He gonna say, why? I said, because it's gonna be some girl that get an apartment with some cheap furniture that you gonna like. And she gonna like you because you know how to be a little handy. Look, I'm trying to tell
No, you absolutely listen. That's why
I'm
women.
not about to let my son get played. He not.
But that's why women are going to go, because when I tell you all the time, women are smarter, but men have more earning potential because they can use their hands. They can, they can do shit that women don't want to do or can't don't have the physical ability to do. So once you teach a man how to survive, then his only problem is in this world is the choices that he make. All of us make choices that we pay for, especially if they're the wrong choice. So one more time, you have to, especially for the little boys, because everybody can tell a little girl who to watch out for, but you never hear motherfuckers telling little boys what to watch out for.
Why is that? Why do they leave the booby traps for the young boys?
Because
I do. I'm sorry.
Y'all need to help these young boys out here. Y'all need the booby traps for the boys, but y'all tell the young girls what not to.
But see, that goes for the mothers that
baby listen.
But that goes for the foundation, dog. You can't make a kid.
I think our audio is off.
Yeah, it is.
That's your shit. It ain't got nothing to do with me and his. We on time.
Is
it mine? Let me go on and come.
Yeah, just a little delay. But yeah, man.
But I just think it's about the foundation, dog. If you're not teaching kids manners, yes, ma'am, no, sir. If you're not teaching kids how to open doors, if you're not teaching little boys how to take baths, you know what I'm saying? And make sure all of this stuff is done in a routine.
Small,
then by the time they get to be 12 and 13, and now you want to tell them what's important from what you see. Right. So now it's hard because now they've been influenced by everything else.
Yeah, you think it's a switch you can turn on.
Yeah, dog. If you look at TV, if you look at YouTube, you look at anything. All of this shit is surrounded by the fact that these kids don't have nobody that really is there for them.
So you think that the kids that's in the families now are just a chess piece as far as just used for money? And because I heard somebody on the podcast say that women don't pretty much care about them until they can't get anything else out of them. Some of the children. And they be like, you got to get out. You got, they instantly want them out, and they instantly, because there's no more value in what you could bring to them, as far as when we can go to it, income taxes and all this stuff. So I was just listening. I'm like, wow, that's something. That is really something.
But it makes sense.
Yeah,
because you putting up with all this bullshit, you getting a check, that balances it out. When you put up with that bullshit, you ain't getting no check. You like, motherfucker, you can go.
And you 18.
But I think the problem that comes into play with that is that you get those checks for all those years, and you don't do nothing productive with the child. You don't set them up for longevity in the future. You just taking that money, you buying cars, you paying car notes, you paying houses, putting them in a situation. But you're not teaching them the value of why you need to have
some
good
of that
grades.
is not the parents' fault because they wasn't taught.
Motherfucker,
Well, we're gonna keep using that same blame game though.
say it one more time.
I get that.
Excuse
I
us,
get
why
what
you
you're
missing
saying.
nothing?
I got a
But I'm just
cousin.
saying,
I got cousins.
some
No,
people are
I
not
got
taught.
cousins that's
It's a
my age and
generational handout.
younger. I got cousins that's my age and younger, but I wasn't taught that.
See?
I said, well, you can learn that, and
That's
you
true.
for you to say that you weren't taught that
Uh-huh.
lets me know you're aware of this opportunity
Uh-huh.
that we have in front of us
Mhm.
to learn something, but now you're refusing to learn. No, like that's just we need to stop that though.
That's called learn.
It's true, but it's out here though.
It's called no, but it's learned helplessness.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, just like you say, they don't know better, so they can't do better. Then
Right.
somebody should have told them not to have no child. Because at the end, no, because
Good luck with that.
and that's the point. Then the only way you fix it is motherfuckers stop having these kids, man. That they're and this is me. I don't believe nobody don't love their kids. I just believe too many people have kids before they're ready for them.
And see, like you were just saying a few minutes ago, people was having. You said everybody shouldn't have kids because they was having them for financial reasons.
Yeah, but
now
let me ask you this question. Let me ask both of y'all this question.
Time out on that. They going
That's
wait
right.
for a minute.
Because postpartum is real. I don't care what you say. I heard too many people talk about it. It's real. But let me ask both of y'all this question. Now you tell me what you think about this question. Do you believe that it's about the money that fucks these kids up? Or do you believe it's more about understanding?
Understanding
hard work. Let me show you something. Just like we all sat on here and said, we didn't learn shit from people doing it for us. We had to do it. You understand what I'm saying? We got put outside at 8 o'clock in the morning. You didn't come back home at 8 o'clock at night when the street lights came on. But the things that you learned in between them hours, if it wasn't nothing but learning how to make a fire in the backyard, it wasn't nothing but learn how to chop down some wood. It wasn't nothing, like you say, go down the street and watch the old man change some brakes. You understand what I'm saying? Our kids have everything done for them.
Yeah.
By the time you try to get rid of them at 18, now they babies because they haven't done anything. For one more, here go the basic outlook on that shit, and this blew my mind. Take the average kid, probably not yours, but take a kid in their school in the same grade. Get that motherfucker $3 worth of change, and tell him if he can count that shit, he can have it. And I promise you, they go fuck it up on the first try. Why? Because our kids are not exposed to money. They got shit on their phone. They just tapping their phones, nigga. They got credit cards.
Well, that's what I was saying. I was saying that.
So when you miss all of these things, how you feel like you can send this motherfucker out in the world?
Well, that's what I was saying. A lot of people say they don't know. It's because they wasn't taught. It's a passed down generation. And like
but how is it a passed down? But like me and Jazz keep saying, but you didn't know growing up, but you done had a job. You done failed on that shit. You done did some things that you learn over time.
But see, we in a society now where everything is computing for them. They ain't even got to figure it out.
And that's because we allowing it. We're allowing them to keep these phones in their hands. We're allowing them not to pick up a book. We're allowing them motherfuckers to stay on.
Figure this out for me. That's where we.
Because we're allowing them to have dependency on that shit.
They don't even know how to work a calculator, man.
But watch this, dog. When I went to college, I told you I was a street guy. So when I went to college the first time, I met my roommate, and I was on scholarship. So once I got a refund check back, and I'm gonna tell you, nigga, grown ass man, I'm finna tell you how it go. I got a refund check back. My mentality, because I was a street nigga, I didn't think it was cash. I thought it was money on the books, where you can go to the bookstore, you could buy shit and sign off on it. You wasn't gonna get no cash. So I had my roommate with me. Just met this nigga 3 days ago, but he was cool. So the lady say, you get your check, your refund check is here, but we had the same last name. So she say, your brother owe about $2,500. So I'm figuring, I didn't think it was money. I'm thinking it's just some credit I got. I say, shit, give him the $2,500. So watch this. When she took the $2,500, she gave me the rest of the check, right? And told me to go to the bank and cash, get my bread. So now I'm walking. Do I sit here and say, I just been an asshole because I didn't know what the fuck a refund check was? You understand what I'm saying? But watch this.
There you go.
Guess what? I know now what a refund check is.
Yeah, now.
Yeah, but this what I'm saying. You have to learn, nigga. You can't keep making mistakes and then keep calling them mistakes.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? Everything you do, even when you fail, you can learn from it.
Yeah. But
So
that's why I was saying that,
so when you have an adult that sits there and tell you they didn't know, and motherfucker shouldn't have no kid.
we know that they shouldn't have. But
If they say I ain't know how to clean, that my mama ain't teach me how to clean. Bitch,
Yeah.
what the fuck you doing with a house then?
Or for the last 5 years in your house. So if you dealing with somebody in that motherfucker that ain't told you, you know that floor need to be swept, but them dishes need to be washed before we go to bed. You learn that. You can learn this shit, dog. I didn't know how to wash.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to cook.
Somebody had to teach you that.
That's right. And you
them
dealing
two
in
children there can cook, clean, and wash.
So you prepare
That
them
11-year-old. That 11-year-old can bust down some walls, a toilet, behind the toilet.
But who do you know? Watch this. And if you tell the wrong people that your kids do that shit, they're swearing down.
They call me the general, the sergeant.
They said that's child abuse.
All their houses is nasty.
And but they would look at you like you abusing your kids, making them do that shit. And I know every Saturday and every Sunday morning you was watching that goddamn. And please make me understand what washing the walls.
I was washing walls.
Yeah.
You said what do wash them? See, they got these new tools now. Amina house, you had to stand on some chairs and put a box on it because I was so small because I had to wash the wall
but you
with a bucket with some bleach and some hot water, and that water get too cold and get different color. Amina gonna whoop you for keep using that same towel. You gonna get in trouble, and you gotta stand up and squat, and then you gotta go back and wash them again. So you might as well do it the right way. If you wash that dish and that dish got a scuff on it still, she gonna wake you up at 2 o'clock in the morning on purpose on a school night to wash every dish she owns.
Okay, Jan. So how do we get these young girls back?
Do that same thing to them.
What do we get them back to where you talking about with all these morals?
Do that same. They need to meet my mama.
They could be wives to.
It needs to start from birth, bro. It needs to start from birth.
You're correct. You're correct.
You can't wait till they 5 and 6 and 7. And this what usually happens. The parents let them get away with all this shit. It's cute that they cussing and shit in front of their friends. It's cute that they dancing all crazy. But then when they get outside in public and embarrass your ass, now all of a sudden it ain't cute no more. But now you have given these kids have developed a habit. They have developed their own mindset. So now it's hard to break that shit, even with ass whoopings. But if you start off with a 2-year-old, they come in that motherfucker and touch something they ain't supposed to touch, and you pop their hand, or you get the ruler, or you let them know, dog, without consequences, you don't get changed behavior, bro. Okay, and that's why you see these motherfuckers on TV when they sit there and say this nigga got double life for killing the motherfucker and he just fade the fuck out. Yeah, because reality is real.
Yeah, because he didn't realize the consequences, like you just said, was that severe.
Man.
Because
and like I say, they have a place. That's the fuck that they have a place for them.
Yeah,
they got a place for a nigga. Back in the day, slavery was free labor, nigga. You know how much money there's, how much shit got built, how many things got done. Yeah, so when you can lock these motherfuckers up,
cities was built,
and give them 3 meals in a cot,
yeah,
and you getting the same amount of energy and the same amount, you getting more energy and more work than you ever got from a motherfucker going to a job getting paid money.
Yeah, your surplus is through the roof.
Come on, man, because the overhead, because they ain't feeding them shit, and they basically got them sleeping on 2-ply pillows, nigga. So it's nothing. But when you think about how much they paying for motherfuckers to say what they not gonna do, then they make sure you uneducated, and they make sure you crash out, so you have no choice but to do it. Mental slavery, bro. I told you, education wasn't gonna be important to black people till it started costing them money.
Right.
And now it's costing them money and it's costing them their livelihood.
Yeah, that's right. So before we get out of here,
we can't fix it. So you quit
I
asking that.
was about to ask that, man. Why you gonna take it out?
Not at all. We not the right. Not at all. Not at all. Nope.
So what do we do, Jay?
Word. First of all, start at home, like Jazz doing.
Mind the business that pays you. I say it all the time. My kids will tell you. We do what? We mind the business that pays you. Pays us.
So Jazz, we throw out standing in the gap for each other. It takes a village to raise a.
Let me tell you something. When you try to stand in the gap for people and do the village, they dog you out for standing in the gap for them and raising their village. I got a raggedy niece. ratting out somewhere mad at me because I asked her what piece of chicken she want, and she don't know what the piece of the
Piece of
chicken
chicken.
called. And she 27 years old. I said, you want a thigh breast? She said that one. I said, what is that, a wing or a leg? She said, this one. I said that one. I said, girl, that's a thigh.
Mm.
I said, you 27. She gonna say, I want you to do that to everybody else that come over here. Baby girl, let me
Mm.
tell you something. I am. That's why you supposed to know the pieces of the chicken. How you got a baby and you don't even that just about to just turn one and you don't even know the pieces of
How
the
you got a
chicken. And
baby
you
and you don't
running
know
around
pieces
here
of
with an
chicken?
attitude.
Come on.
Like you run around here with an attitude like somebody owe you something. I don't owe you nothing. I ain't gotta take care of your baby. That's your raggedy baby.
Oh man,
It
Mr.
ain't you.
Davis.
We ain't standing in the gap no more because them heifers is raggedy and they
Mr.
don't want you to and they disrespect you. No disrespectful motherfuckers.
Come on, Mr. Davis. We got 4 minutes left. So
I like to hear the crash, y'all. Keep going, sister. Get it
no,
off the chest.
I'm so mad.
we going crazy. Let's stop it while we got to check.
Nah, because that's the thing.
Hold on, Mr. Davis. So we get rid of standing in the gap and takes a village to raise a child.
No, that's just what she said. It ain't no more. That's why you can't fix it. Because this me, if I cut up, your mama on the corner could whoop my ass and bring me home. So when every time I came around past that corner, how you doing, Miss Johnson? I made you nigga, that's my nigga. I can't disrespect nobody in that neighborhood.
Now if you
These
say
kids,
anything to somebody
you
kids,
don't
they
even
got a
like your
problem.
neighbors.
You got a problem?
You don't even like your neighbors now.
Oh, wow.
You see what I'm
That's true,
saying?
Mr.
Now
Davis.
you in
That's
competition with your neighbors. So
true.
your
Yeah.
neighbor done told this kid, get off my goddamn grass. Why you talking to my kid like that? I told you
Yeah.
we living in a society of what have they done to you,
Mhm.
opposed to the society we used to live. We grew up in. Shut the fuck up till the grown up get through talking.
That's right.
See, when we was raised, grown ups was right regardless to what the fuck the conversation was.
Shit, it didn't matter.
Now you hear every parent, I'm going to defend my child. Nigga, if your child going back and forth with a fucking adult, he wrong. And take him home, deal with him accordingly. You understand what I'm saying? Because they go to think when we were grown, that when we were little, that was the first thing you got in trouble for, nigga. You disrespected Miss Johnson. Look, watch this. You got in trouble because Miss Johnson was sitting on her fucking porch and you wasn't even talking to this bitch. She was just cussing. And she heard you cussing down the street, nigga. And you know I'm gonna tell your mama. You see what I'm saying? That's what it meant. The village policed the kids. Now we teaching
Now
our
you can't do
kids.
that.
That's right, because
They gonna come jump Miss Johnson.
every time I tell you, you see a fucked
They
up
gonna come
kid,
jump Miss
you
Johnson.
see a wild kid, it's a
Hey,
wild
Miss
parent
Johnson.
coming to represent that kid, man. I don't care
So,
what you
yeah.
say.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. You right. You know.
You
so,
see a kid cussing in the street, piss that mom off.
So you know where it came from.
Behavior is, you're not listening. People think behavior is taught. Behavior is learned. Kids don't listen to you, they watch you.
Yeah, that's learned behavior. Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
They
gonna tell you
watch
something.
you.
I
They
gotta-
don't listen. You can sit
tell you
there
something.
all day long. When we was growing up, what our parents tell us, you do as I say, not as I do.
Not as I do.
Right.
But now, these parents, one more time, they shit, these young girls, they having sex with kids in the bed with them.
Oh yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Huh?
Jazz, what was you about to say?
I said, oh yeah, they is.
No, you was waving your hand because you was about to say something.
No, I said
Oh.
do what I do as I say, not as I do. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
But I have some family members. Their kids are very disrespectful. You
Okay.
ain't you my like how we were raised. If you're older than me, I respect you as my aunt.
Right.
My
There should be a
family members'
hierarchy.
kids
Yeah.
are very disrespectful. I ain't gotta listen to you, just my cousin. All right, boo. And guess what? 10 minutes later, I always have something the kids want.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I
they
don't gotta do nothing for my
because
kids.
this is what kids don't realize and adults should. Kids don't own shit.
Mm-hmm.
Everything
Exactly.
we have to give to them. So eventually, whenever my kids get mad at me, the mama call me and say some shit like, you know, such and such mad at. Nigga, she gonna call me for something. I call her. When the last time I needed something for her ass? So
That's what I
eventually,
be saying. I don't call you motherfuckers.
Y'all out to
I
check.
don't,
but
nigga,
this
I
is
don't-
the
I don't-
this is
I
what.
don't call.
That's
But
true.
when people say
That's
that, nigga, why would I get mad if mama call me and say, you know, such and such mad at you because you didn't do A, B, and C?
Right.
Okay. But I promise you, they gonna call me again before I call them.
You said I ain't
Because
gonna
our
lose no
kids,
sleep.
this is why, real shit. This is why black women and black men shouldn't have babies, before they're young, because this is the problem. Babies and kids are a lot of fucking
Yeah,
responsibility.
that's right.
And if
Yeah.
you don't have the time, you're going see, this is why I keep
Time or
telling you,
money.
our kids will never love us the way we love them, because they will never understand the sacrifices you have to make
That's
sure
right.
these motherfuckers, for one,
That's
safe,
right.
for
Yeah,
two, happy, for
that's
three,
right.
able to function in this world.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Though, nigga, the sacrifice that you sit there and say, I'm not gonna get
Mm-hmm.
this car that I've been dreaming about because I'm gonna put this motherfucker through college. You sitting there saying that you can't go on vacation because you don't have nobody to watch the kids. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We
those
don't
things.
look at how much they will never understand how much you
Yeah,
sacrifice to let them go to Detroit or let them go to the
yeah,
amusement park or to make them feel like you're loved.
yeah. They don't
Exactly.
understand the things that you're talking about until they get older, and then
But they
they're
don't
in
still
that
don't
position.
understand it when they get older.
Well, I'm just
Because
saying,
watch this.
hold
Because
on.
okay.
I'm saying they understand it when they get older, and they get in the same positions where they too have children, and then they see what you went through. That's why a lot of them come back to you and say, you know what, I want to apologize to you because now I know what you're talking about. Man,
But here go the difference.
it's really tough.
But here go the difference.
I thought you was just winging this stuff.
But here
I
go the
still
difference.
haven't heard that.
But here go the difference. The difference is when we did it growing up, we didn't have half the fucking resources.
Right.
We put our kids in position to have something
Yeah.
and start this generation. So they'll never understand your sacrifice because
Yeah.
the times we didn't have computers. We didn't
Right.
have cars. So
That
nigga,
was our-
to get
Yeah.
us around was the bus. You got
Right.
motherfuckers complaining about giving a nigga a ride and they got 5
Right.
cars.
Well, these kids spoiled now. They
So
spoiled
that's what I'm
these
saying.
kids.
So
Yeah.
their mentality
Uh-huh.
will never
Yeah.
be
Right.
where ours
Yeah,
is.
yeah, based on our dispensation, absolutely.
Because everything we talked about earlier, we have to do hands-on.
Right.
We didn't have nobody
Yeah.
doing that shit
Yeah,
for
we
us.
were
Just like
manual
now,
kids.
my kids have never caught the bus.
Yeah, manual kids. We were manual kids. Go ahead, Jazz. What was
Yeah,
you
my
about to say?
kids have never caught the bus either. My kids have never caught the bus either. No, I have a cousin who got upset she couldn't come here this weekend.
Mhm.
And she told me, she asked my aunt, well, since I didn't get to come to Cleveland, what you gonna do for me? I said, what you say?
She was talking
She
to
said,
you?
what you gonna get? No, she said, this is what she told my auntie.
Oh,
What
okay.
you gonna do for me since I ain't get to go with y'all?
Okay.
What do you mean? She like, well, she went down there, she said she was paying for everything. I said, did she tell you she promised you something or something before y'all went? She said, no, I just feel like she need to do something for me since everybody else got to go and I couldn't go because I had to go to school. Bitch, you 30.
But don't call her that. She's your cousin. Hey,
But
yep,
but
yep.
Mr. Davis, Mr.
Yes, ma'am.
Davis, everybody between the ages of 33
Mhm.
and younger are entitled. I can tell you this, my
You said,
youngest
wait,
son,
Jazz, what'd you
he-
say? What's the age?
33 and under are very entitled.
Oh, okay.
33 and under. My oldest son, he like this. This the entitlement is like right here. It's like this much. I ain't gonna lie. That youngest one, he don't care about nothing. He ain't like that. He ain't entitled to nothing. He happy with whatever you give him.
Mhm.
That youngest one is different. Now that oldest one, I gave him a lot. I gave him a lot because of his situation.
Mhm.
But that youngest one, that little nigga don't
But
care
here go
about
the
nothing.
cool part, and this just a little taste that I'm gonna give
Go
you
ahead, Mr. Davis, wrap-
because you my
wrap it
sister
up.
and I'm loving you. Understand that young one is watching the other two.
Yeah.
So by the time he get his turn, he gonna make up
Oh, I
all
know.
he gonna make up all
I
that
know.
shit. They learn it. And I keep, and this is the thing that I know my children, and just like they know you. They can't live with you every day and not know mama go to bed at 10:30. You know what I'm saying? Not know that mama know, it's certain shit. Mama gonna take her bath at 8:30. I can do A, B, and C between this. My mother in the bed sleep by 12. So if I need to make a call, nigga, I know what time. They know that. They know our tendencies.
Yeah, they
You know what I'm saying? I got an example. My oldest baby, this shit crazy. She a girl. She told me, her mother say, "Oh, you in school? I ain't gonna pay for your apartment, and I ain't gonna do all A, B, and C." That baby called me and was like, "She ain't gonna not do it because that makes her look good." You see what I'm saying? She ain't gonna cut my shit off because then somebody go look at me and say, "She failing." You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of parents can't handle that embarrassment.
Mhm.
I get on there and tell the real she wasn't doing the motherfucking thing to deserve all this shit. You understand? But a parent, that makes some of these, and more women, it makes these women feel like or look like they can't keep up because the kid don't have A, B, and C.
No,
You understand what I'm saying?
they crazy for
Dog,
putting themselves through that. But
and that's at the end of the day,
yeah,
the
that's how they
bottom
do
line
it.
is just like she
Knock
said,
yourself out.
they entitled.
That's good.
And
But this is what we gonna do.
you ain't had shit to give them in the beginning. You can't
But,
be entitled.
yeah, well, this is what we gonna do. Y'all like, subscribe, and share. We gonna wind it on out, man. This was a good show. Y'all be safe out here with these. I ain't gonna call them that. I ain't doing the letters. Y'all be careful with these.
But real stuff.
Be respectful. We gonna
a good woman needs a man that's close. Need a man that's close to God, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's real because women are close to the devil, and they bring that angry shit. So you're gonna have to have a man that's really got his faith in God to get that shit.
This is what we, with all this stuff y'all saying, we gotta play this music.
Let's talk for
Yeah.
Who the hell let the gate go?
From the cliffs of cash show, make you smile. Welcome to the cliffs.
Y'all do this next Wednesday. 8 o'clock. We'll go with more stuff. See where this whole thing at, with this Trump stuff.
Join the man, Tim.
Everything.
Let's
We'll
talk
have to
for
go
a
over
while.
and we'll deal
On
with
the
that.
Cliffs
That being
Podcast
said,
Show
Merry
will
Christmas.
make you smile.